All-Ireland champion Porrickage from Lacken. Porrickage, very well. Give him a big round of applause, please. Porrick is going to, he'll play another couple of reeds. Then we call on Benny, come and skate. Come up and bring in the box, Benny, and I get the other saxophone. Put up a few old time waltzes just to get us in the mood, and then we start the proceedings. Is that okay? Yes, good. Bring in the box, Benny. Now Benny and his wife Rose are going to play a few tunes, and we're chatting by Kenny on the fiddle and Patricia on the organ. I would like to see you taking the floor, please, and whenever you're ready, Brendan, for the start proceedings, you can let us know and we'll start the music. And we continue then when you're finished talking.
off this old time also. Patricia here on her sweet 16. Come on, a few more couples on the floor now, please. To see a few couples coming on. Maybe the last dance until the meeting starts. Come along. You are breaking as it sits by the home in the land. Oh, sing by my side if you love me. The days to make me a Jew. But remember the Red River Valley and the cowboy that loved you so true.
on the floor now, please. Come along. For the two dancers, not forgetting Patricia here. And we'll finish off our little show with a couple of old 10 waltzes just before the meeting takes place.
How are you, Johnny? How are you doing? How are you doing? Very happy.
Goodbye.
Come on now. Big money now, boys.
Now, if I could have your attention for a few moments, please, and if there are any people interested in tonight's proceeding, and I'm sure they all are, you can ask them to come down from the front bar and we'll make a cup of tea and have a sandwich after these proceedings. Everybody is welcome to invite tea before they hit the road. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say my Lord Abbot of Kilnartrot, public representatives, deputies, councillors, I want to welcome you here tonight on behalf of ourselves and the people in the area who have come here. I could say from all denominations and certainly from all the political divides. We are a non-political body of people, and we very much welcome the support of people, public representatives from all the political parties. And to ensure that all the proceedings go well here tonight, we've asked the blessing of the Lord Abbot of Kilnartrot, who has given us tremendous support. We have had his goodwill and his prayers and his support, and that of his community, from the very moment this committee was formed to try and get Breffni Radio back on the air. Now, I may say something at the end of the meeting. I would like personally to welcome my friends and colleagues, councillors from Fianna Fáil and Fine Gael, and a great friend of mine who is now with the Progressive Democrats, Pat Andrews from Athy, who's come here tonight, Deputy John Farley, Jerry Gibney, Jimmy Weldon, Councillor John Maguire, Danny Brady from Cavan, and his wife and all their friends. I would personally like to welcome you. As somebody who's been in politics for now 25 years, and he said I can welcome them as very personal friends of mine and helpers in the cause to bring Breffni Radio back on the air. My Lord Abbot of Kilnacroft, would you say a few words, please? No, sorry, I'm going to ask, I should do this. Brendan McCabe is chairman of this committee, this great hard-working committee. I'll hand you over to Brendan, and Brendan will introduce the speakers.
Thank you, Michael. Very Reverend Lord Abbot, public representatives, and all you people. I wish to welcome you all here very much tonight on behalf of the Breffni Committee. We're here for one thing, to get the Breffni Radio back on the air, no matter how we do it. Thousands of people has insisted that this committee be formed and try and get Breffni back, which we are going to do. It may take a while. We're going to fight and fight to the bitter end. We are gaining a little bit, not too much, but I think we are gaining. But before we start, before I want to introduce these speakers, there's a few things I want to say myself. I want to make it clear that we are not trying to close any of the local stations who has got the franchise from the IRTC. We have a market of our own built up, and we have no doubt that we will be able to run a very successful station if we get the licence. But that one, I want that on record anyway, that we are not trying to close any of the local radio stations, because I think there is some kind of a talk about it, that we are, but we are not. As far as progress to date, or the lack of it is, we have met with Martin Cullen of the PDs one day up in the Dáil in Dublin. We were talking to him for an hour, and he was to be here. It was him was the cause of having this meeting here tonight. He was to be here, but ironically he went into hospital at 4 o'clock this evening. So we have an apology there that he couldn't turn up. We wish him a speedy recovery and hope. He said that he sent us word there that he will be available some other time to meet us or do anything he can for us. We also met the Affairs Committee of Finn Jail, and we told what we were trying to do, and we got a great reception from them up in the Dáil in Dublin. Donald Terry, TD, told us that we would, whatever hope we would have, would be try and form a cooperative, which we intend to do. We have got handbills of forums printed there tonight. We're giving out to each and every one of you before you, as you were coming in. And we would be obliged or appreciate if you could sign them and hand them back in before you leave. At least to let us know where we stand. We have tried to meet the IRTC on numerous occasions, but they have turned us down point blank. We have also tried to meet the Minister for Communications, 1 or 2 or 3 of them. We had no luck, but maybe after last week there's a new one appointed, and the fact that she's a lady, she might be willing to meet us. So that's all I have to say at the present time anyway. I will hand you over now to the Lord Abbot of Kilnacroft and let him give his views. Thank you.
Mr. Chairman, my dear people, I suppose it's true to say that August 19 last is etched in all our memories. And you probably remember what happened on that day. That was the day of the unsuccessful coup in Soviet Russia in Moscow. What you don't know is that the one thing that helped Boris Yeltsin win that battle was a small radio transmitter smuggled into Russia to Moscow 2 years previously by one of our priests from Belgium. It lay in a warehouse for 2 years unused because they couldn't get a license to use it. You might remember watching your television screens Boris Yeltsin on a tank trying to address the people. Because the people who had orchestrated the coup had taken over all the television stations. And Yeltsin, as he went back to the Russian parliament, was heard to say, if only I had a transmitter. And a young man by his side said, I know where there is one. And Yeltsin said, get it as soon as possible, as quickly as you can. And they smuggled it in to the Russian parliament in a lorry load of tomatoes and lettuce. And you know what happened after that? Boris Yeltsin was able to address the Muscovite people, and they came out in their thousands to support them. That is the effect of a small radio transmitter. It was used for a very good purpose. We know, my dear people, that in Ireland, for some unknown reason, our national radio has become anti-Christian and almost neo-pagan. In fact, the best thing that ever happened was the 6-week-old strike, which ended last night, I presume, because it came back on radio this morning. While that strike was on, we had great comfort, because we were getting programs, music, information that was suitable and attuned to the ordinary man in the street or an ordinary woman in the kitchen. Not some highfalutin bullshit is all you could call it. All kinds of razzmatazz about filth and dirt and programs that are not fitting for any family in this country or any country. And what we want to do is to replace that with our own local station. A station which came from the Drumkilly Hills and gave us good, clean music, country and western, Irish music, the reels and the jigs, the songs we were all used to in the past and in the present. It gave us information about funerals, about deaths that we needed to know. It kept us entertained with good, wholesome, intelligent music and enlightened conversation. And it cost us very, very little. For instance, it only cost £8 to have a ravine advertised for 2 months on it. Sometimes it cost nothing at all. To do that and radio airing would cost a few £1,000s, and they probably wouldn't take the ad in any case. So this is what we're talking about. So, my dear people, I ask you to support this cause by taking shares in what is now going to be a co-op. I've already signed my share and hope that all of us, you present here tonight, will also take a share. Be it big, be it small, it doesn't matter. Whatever you think you can afford either now or in the future. And that might be what will open the authorities to our pleas. That is, to give us back Radio Breffni. In fact, it should never have been taken away. But we know that what happened, and there's nothing we can do about that in the past. But we most certainly can mount a lot of pressure and influence to have it returned, so that we can listen to it with ease and with comfort, without being ashamed or embarrassed by what we're listening to. So my dear people, get behind this cause. Give it your best shot. And if we all work together as one mind and one heart, we're sure to be successful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lord Abbott, for your kind words and good health. I have a couple of letters here that we got from people that was invited here tonight that couldn't turn up. Dear Michael, I refer to your letter of the 12th of February on behalf of the Breffni Radio Supporters Club. As already indicated some time ago, I have another engagement in Brussels on Monday the 17th, so unfortunately I will not be in Old Castle, able to attend the meeting in Old Castle. As you know, I fully support the application for a special interest licence, and at any time I will be available if you want my help. Yours sincerely, Neil T. Blaney. Dear Michael, thank you for your invitation to attend a special meeting organised by the Breffni Supporters Club on the 17th of February in Old Castle. I am committed to speaking at a meeting in Dublin on that night. I will not be able to attend, sorry. I will be available. I support you fully. Monica Barnes, TD. Dear Michael, thank you for your letter and invitation received regarding the public meeting on Monday the 17th. I regret I will be unable to attend as I have agreed to go to a meeting in Belturbet on the same night. Anthony P. Betty. Dear Michael, thank you very much for your letter to me. You can be assured of my support in the matter, but unfortunately I will be unable to attend on the night of the 17th due to a prior commitment. I do hope that all goes well for you. Louis Belton, TD Longford. Dear Michael, I am writing to thank you for an invitation extended to me for a special meeting in the Keeley House Lounge on Monday the 17th, 1992. Unfortunately, I will be unable to attend as of an annual general meeting on that night. Jimmy Leonard, Monaghan. Dear Michael, I have received your invitation to attend the Breffni Supporters meeting on Monday night the 17th. However, I am already committed to attending two meetings on the same night, and therefore I will be unable to attend yours. Colm Hiller, TD. Breffni Radio Supporters Club. Apology from Joe McCart in Newtown Goa. He is in Brussels tonight, but fully supports the campaign and will be available to give any help he can. Just to say a warm thank you for your thoughtfulness in inviting me to Old Castle on the 17th of February. I wish all the very best to the committee and a speedy return of Breffni Radio to the airwaves. Best regards, Anne Breen. Mrs. Hannah Smith, Breffni Radio Supporters Club, Town Ross. Thank you for your invitation to attend the meeting in the Keeley House, Old Castle on the 17th of February. Unfortunately, I am committed to attending a meeting in Dublin on that evening, so regretfully, I am not able to accept your invitation. Kindest regards, yours sincerely, Seamus Henchy, Chairman of the IRTC. Well, to get back to the share, the co-op issue, anyone that signs them forms tonight, there's no obligation on them. It's just to let us know where we stand in regard to shares. There's no obligation on them, so I hope everyone signs it. So now I will call on Danny Brady to say a few words. Councillor Danny Brady.
Mr. Chairman, my Lord Abbott, friends, I came here to listen instead of saying anything. But I am fully behind this movement. I have spoken before, 12 months ago, in the Anglo Cell, I was interviewed in relation to the radio station that was supposed to cover all of Cavan, and I gave my views in relation to that particular station then. My views haven't changed. That particular station, Northern Sound, does not, and I'll underline not, it does not cater for probably more than 50% of the people of Cavan. And it doesn't cater for the people in the area that was catered for heretofore by the Breffni radio. So much has been said about Breffni radio when it was there. The music, the song, the dance, the interviews, the little chat shows. That was the heart of Ireland. That was the heritage that we all know, that we all loved. And the Right Honourable Abbott here said it all in a nutshell when he said that some of the programmes we have to listen to in other stations, and especially our own national ones, are not fit to be listened to, and indeed they shouldn't listen. Now, people should object to some of the comments and the attitude of some people on them. I must say that for a large section of the people in Cavan, Longford, Meath, Westmeath, there is a vacuum there that has not been filled by the legal licences given to other stations. And therefore, there is room, in my opinion, and I've said it before on several occasions, there is room for a station, a special licence being given to Breffni and its directors, which probably will be set up very soon. We are not getting in this area the programmes that we want. We did get, as someone has already said, we did get programmes that we liked and listened to for the last few weeks. But that's gone now with the return of the people back in Radio Ware and all these other stations and all the journalists that go out and make various comments that are insulting, a lot of them insulting to the average rural people that don't want to hear those particular views. And that is why that we must insist on getting a station that everyone can listen to. Not just the old people, but the young people and the in-between people. We must insist on getting a station that everyone can listen to. And that there won't be ashamed of things that are said in it. Or that no one will be offended or insulted by what is said over the airways. That was one thing that Breffni stood out on. Everybody was treated equally and everyone listened to what was going on. So I am fully behind this movement. As I said, when I came here today, I didn't know what to expect. I certainly didn't come to address you in any shape or form, but I would say that I fully support this movement, and as I said, there is room, and there is scope, and there is initiative from this large gathering here tonight. There is all those things there to set up and to press ahead for this special licence which can and should be granted to Breffni Radio. So that's all I have to say. I'm delighted to address you, and you'll have my backing in anything I can do or in any way I'm able to help you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Danny, and thanks very much for your support at meetings over the years, and talked and pushed us fairly well. Thanks very much. Now, I would like to call on John Farley, TD.
Chairman, Lord Abbott, fellow councillors, ladies and gentlemen. I'm delighted to be here tonight because it's quite a while ago since your organisation and your representatives from this organisation came to see me. And I have to say I was very impressed by the manner and the passion that those people had for the fact that Breffni Radio, the service that it was providing, especially for the elderly people in this area. And I would have to say that following that, unfortunately you were unsuccessful with the IRTC, but you have continued to fight to look for your station. And I'm pleased that your organisation again, your members of it, visited our Social Affairs Committee 2 weeks ago in the Dáil. And Donald Carey, the chairman, did suggest to you that to get the ball rolling and put the thing in perspective, it was important that you started a cooperative. And I'm delighted to see that you have taken up that initiative and that you're starting here tonight to put that particular cooperative together. That it is important because the IRTC, when they're looking at the application for the special interest licence, will be looking on it on the basis of the financing and the funding of the station and to ensure of its success. And I think the road you're going is the proper road, and I have no doubt that the help that you will receive, not alone from myself but from the committee that you visited, already the chairman has written to the IRTC about your application, and from that reply hopefully we can bring this matter a stage further. And I believe that if we do that and go down the road of setting up the cooperative and putting the financial base in place, then you're in a very strong position for favourable consideration. And I think that's what we have to do. Secondly, I would just like to mention that the chairman here said tonight that you're not interested in putting some other station off the air. I don't think there'd be too many people here if you were interested in doing that. I don't think that's your objective. But my philosophy about all of this business is opposition's the life of trade. And if there is, and we know there is, a market out there for Breffni Radio, well then the IRTC should give it the opportunity to show to the people, to give the people the opportunity to listen and to put their support behind that type of a special interest licence. And I think in what you're doing, and the way you're going about it, it looks as if we will, maybe not in the very near future, but you will down the road succeed. And I wish you every success, and you can be rest assured of my support anywhere I can help you out. Thank you very much.
Thank you, John Parley. And we were up in Dublin there with the Fine Gael committee, and John gave us every help that day that he possibly could, and was very courteous to us and everything. So we thank him. We appreciate what he did for us, and we thank him very much for that. I'll now call on Jimmy Weldon. Councillor Jimmy Weldon.
Thank you, Chairman. Reverend Father, ladies and gentlemen. Well, the few words I won't keep detaining you too long. It's not one of my favourite things to be talking up here anyway. But over the years, when Breffni Radio was going on, you can imagine somebody out in the field on a tractor listening to Breffni Radio. And in our area, it was my favourite radio station. And over the last year or so, I have been on to Michael Lynch about getting it back on the air. We were disappointed when it was taken off the air. It suited my style, I have even a young son, and it suited his style. I always had an interest in country music, Irish dance music, and for that reason alone, I think it was sad to see it taken off the air. And whatever help I can be to Breffni, to get Breffni back, I'll be of help. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Jimmy Weldon. Now we have Councillor Jerry Gibney, the youngest looking of all the councillors of here.
Thank you, Chairman. Lord Abbott. I suppose being from the Breffni area, I just mentioned what Breffni meant to the area. To me, one of its biggest assets was what it did for this community. It was the centre of the community. It was a tremendous service to this community, be it for the business people, be it for the people listening at home in the house, or be it people looking at where to go on the weekends for social venues. When Breffni was took off the airwaves, it was indeed very sad for this area. And I think, and I'm going to be very brief, is just to say we should all here tonight to support this good cause. I certainly will put my weight behind it, and hopefully the IRTC will look more favourably on the present application for the licence. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Jerry. Now we have Pat Andrews. A good supporter. Number 5.
Mr. Chairman, Reverend Father, ladies and gentlemen, I'm glad, first of all, I'd like to apologise for Martin Cullen not being able here to come tonight, but just a fortnight ago he tried to play football and it didn't work out very satisfactory. He ended up with a broken arm and an ankle injury, and that's why he's come back in for a check-up today in the hospital. But I was very glad that Michael Lynch invited me here tonight, because we're very old friends away down along the line, and I myself have listened to Breffni several times, driving along the cars that cover all County Meath, and enjoyed it. And managed the night when I had the public house in that boy, and a couple of people up from Oldcastle, including Patsy Byron, and got special requests played for me. Won't say what hour of the night, but that's not here or there. But I myself, and whatever I can do around the Appy area, I'll give you all the support I can, and I guarantee you, if you have another meeting, I'll have Martin Cullen down here to meet us. Thanks very much.
Thank you, Pat. Now, we have another councillor down there, Seamus Harton. Would you come on up here, Seamus? He lives next door to where Breffni was from, and he should know all about it.
I won't speak on the subject, but I'll give you all the support and I'll do everything I can for you. That's all I can do.
Thank you very much, Seamus. Now, there's one other councillor here, and he's last tonight, but by no means least, John Maguire. John was one of the first fellows was here at this forming of this committee, so he should be able to talk on it.
Thank you very much, Chairman. Mr. Chairman, my Lord Abbot, Deputy Farley, fellow councillors and friends of Breffni, I feel it would be remiss of me if I did not attend here tonight and strike a blow for Breffni. I come from famed and historic Cananis, which during the 12th century was the seat of the ancient see of Breffni. And it would be very wrong not to support a station which has brought home to us and kept alive our culture, our heritage, that which has sustained the Irish people and the Irish race through 750 years of persecution. Nothing else but our faith, our culture and our heritage done that. Dean Coogan, in writing his history of the Diocese of Meath, stated that libeller of Ireland, Gerald of Wales, had to admit that for culture, heritage and art, the like of our nation was not on the face of the earth. I believe that we have placed our feet firmly on the road to success by floating this co-op here tonight. I mooted this about 2.5 years ago. I feel that we have missed an opportunity, and I want to tell those who will stand in the way of Breffni that they are not going to succeed, but we will. Go to your friends. Go to your friends, encourage them and ask them to become shareholders in this great movement. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you very much, John Maguire. So now, ladies and gentlemen, that's all the speakers we have for you. The committee we have is going to fight this tooth and nail. They're going to go a long way until they get what they set out to get, which I think, after listening to the speakers tonight, is not beyond the bounds of possibility to get it. We'll fight tooth and nail and fight hard to get it. And failing that, the next general election, we may, or we have decided, or talked about anyway, of putting candidates in the field. It was done before, very effectively in the last elections. In the old Castle area, we have one candidate anyway, and he'd be sure of a seat if he goes up for us, and that's Michael Lynch. And surely we'll get somebody down around Cavan that'll go up in that area. So we'll fight a tooth and nail, but that is it. We're not going to stop now until we get it back, because I think we're entitled to. We're doing no harm to anyone. We're asking nothing of anyone, only what the country and the people is entitled to. And we don't intend to do any harm to the existing stations, but we're going to fight very, very, very hard, and we have the support, we have the people behind us, so that's it. I will now ask Michael Lynch to propose a vote of thanks to the speakers.
Well, Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, Lord Abbott again. I just want to say that I have a little book of music in my hand here. Marty and I were playing a few tunes in it earlier on. It's Learn to Play the Tin Whistle. It's mostly O'Carlin's music, who was an Auburn man. And it's published by the Armagh Pipers Club. But truly there's a message there for the whole of Ireland. I want to say, in appreciation to the people who came here tonight, the dignitaries, the county councillors, Deputy John Farley, ex-county councillor, and will be one again in the future, please God, my good friend Pat Andrews, and all you people, this hard-working committee, that the people of this area of North Meath, East Cavan, right through Cavan, North West Meath, Longford, the area that Breffni served, we're a simple type of people. We have a culture that's unique. We have a hospitality that is nationwide and respected. We don't look for much, but we have certain constitutional rights, and that's what we're fighting for. Irish music and country music, as the Lord Abbot said, clean listening. There's just more to this than getting back a radio station. The people were guaranteed a choice, by right, under the Broadcasting Bill of 1988. The choice we want has been taken away from us, and they've refused to give it back. But the voice of the people will get it back. It's the people that count. Those people out there that were referred to, the people in hospitals, the old people, where the people whose social life evolves around maybe a little transistor radio in their own house. Somebody said at the inaugural meeting, it was Oliver Bordens, who was an ambulance driver who brings the old people, the senior citizens, into the centres in Kells, the Catherine Macaulay Centre. He said, all the old people told me the day Breffni went off the air, the friend was gone out of the home. So that's what Breffni was, a friend in the home. We regard you all as friends of this great committee, this hard-working committee, we thank you most sincerely for your support. We thank you in anticipation of the support you're going to continue to give us until we achieve our aim, our objective of putting Breffni Radio back on the air for the people of this whole area. I want to express my sincere thanks to people like Pádraig Lynch, 10 times All-Ireland champion, accordion player who has come down here tonight. I'm just lucky you came, Phil, because Phil's Cordovers blew the fuses or something tonight, and it's great to have you. To Benny Comiskey and Rose and the daughter, and Martin, and Fanny on the fiddle, the old reliable as always, for entertaining me. And our Bowron player as well. Give them a big round of applause, please. And indeed, if Mark is not too busy behind the counter, maybe he'd sit down at the piano again and maybe Pádraig could yoke up the accordion. I think the committee have a sandwich or two. Would that be right, Brendan? There's an apology from Councillor Tommy Grimes, Kells Urban District Council, who couldn't make it here tonight. And if I left anybody out here tonight, it certainly wasn't intentional. We appreciate everybody for their support down through the years. The goodwill of the people always wins out in the end. Ramila Mahagab Galea.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank Michael Lynch and his wife Maureen for letting us in here anytime. We have meetings here a couple of nights of the week, and they're putting up well, puts on the fire and treats us well. So we give them a big hand. Also Phil Lynch for setting up this amplification for us here tonight and giving us to us free of charge. He's entitled to a big hand as well. And last but not least, I want to thank each and every one of you for coming and showing us your support here. Because without the people behind us, we can go no place. But looking down from here, there's a fair crowd of people down there, which shows that there is a lot of support for Breffni. There's an apology from Councillor Dolores Smith. She had to attend the meeting in Belturba tonight, so she couldn't come. We're going to have a raffle now for a bottle of whiskey or a 10 pound note, second prize of a fiver, tickets 10 pence each or 15 for a pound. No, we'll change that raffle. There's a voucher here for a leg lamb, first prize, and second prize of a fiver. Gavin Butchers in Bellingham. Gavin Supermarket in Bellingham. Thank you. There's a Michael is after throwing in a bottle of it.
absolutely good. I know that people didn't have a big all night, but that was well worth yesterday. Bernadette. There have been a bit more. Bernadette. Let's give her one big round of applause because she's the type to her.